Hello everyone, I am RiggyRob and welcome back to my blind playthrough of Fire Emblem Three Houses Hard Classic Mode with the Black Eagles. So, it has been a while since we played Fire Emblem Three Houses. We did a little bit of it before we went on holiday to America a couple of weeks ago, which I'm pretty sure was this section here with the rare monster sighting and whatnot. And we went ahead and did the auxiliary battles or paralogs that were still due to be done at the time, because this was the deadline. And then since then, I think I explored the monastery and tried to get skill goals up and whatnot, and supports and everything. So yeah, that's pretty much where we are. I forget if there's anything else important. I have tried to reclass everyone into their advanced classes unless there's a specific skill I'm wanting, such as Hubert getting, I think it's Heartseat? No, Miasma, probably, for the mage. Everyone else is going to be in their advanced classes, though, because at this point in the game, it's kind of like, well, I can always use the auxiliary battles off-stream to build up their skills off-stream and get their skill goals of lower classes. So that makes a lot more sense than doing it on-stream. And of course, we are at the end of the month, so we've got the end of month mission to do, which is Conflict in the Holy Tomb. So I'm sure we're going to have some Revelations dropped on us at some point during the stream, because it's the main story. But we'll do the main story, we'll do the exploration of the monastery, and then I'll see where we are and whether it's something that you've done off-stream, because it's more exploring or more paralogs or more... Well, actually, no, there's no more paralogs because the deadline's over, but more auxiliary battles, more DLC, like, getting more gold and everything. So yeah, there we go. Alright, so before we do that though, we have a lot of support to do, and I have realized that my Twitch collection of Fire Emblem is going to be going over 100 videos before the time skip. So I've kind of accepted it now. I'll just have to make two different collections. But on YouTube, it'll all be the same one. Alright, let's go ahead and have a look at Ferdinand. He's got a C support with Lorenz.
Ah, that fragrance! Could it be?
Jean-Paul Gaultier.
Ferdinand, I cannot help but notice the exquisite tea you're drinking.
Not many can appreciate it, let alone recognize it.
Perhaps you would be so good as to indulge me with a cup?
Because they love their teas, these snobby nobles.
By all means, allow me to pour.
Pinkies up. Weird that they don't actually have a drinking aroma. Tea animation for the support when they do for the tea party.
As though I've wandered into a rose garden.
Well, of course he loves roses.
Such a precise, poetic description. But please, drink up. No need to stand on ceremony.
How gracious
Slip away.
of you. Very well. Flavor,
glug, glug,
fragrance, and hue, all in fine harmony. This is a most superior brew, and in a market saturated by pale imitation, no less. You did well to acquire such fine fare.
Well, the merchants are just at the gates.
You are clearly quite passionate about tea. And more than just passionate, you know what it takes to brew a fine cup. To say nothing of your flawless etiquette and sterling attentiveness.
Certainly. Proper etiquette at tea time is one of the surest hallmarks of quality breeding. And the extent of one's attentiveness is quite often indicative of the depth of one's character. The ability of a person of fine stock to exhibit a rich quality of character is precisely what determines whether one is worthy to be called noble.
Yes, these two fine young fellows are talking a lot about how it means to be noble.
And all of that can be seen in how one handles such a simple thing as a cup of tea.
Very colonial of them.
Ah, marvelously put, Lawrence. I can tell you have given much thought to this subject. And if I may, I have always considered you to be the very model of noble comportment.
I have no idea what even comportment means.
Likewise, this has certainly been an extraordinarily meaningful cup of tea.
I wholeheartedly concur. Before we part ways, I would like to offer you some of these leaves.
That should raise his motivation.
Truly? Well, I'm flattered, but I cannot simply accept them without offering something in exchange. You simply must allow me to host you in turn, by way of recompense.
Yeah, makes sense.
We shall drink from House Gloucester's finest teacups and enjoy the loveliest of its cakes.
That sounds exquisite. I look forward to it.
Yes. Very nice, very nice. Alright, level C. So, Bernie, you've got a B support with Dorothea.
Hello, Bern. Oh no, what did I do this time?
Really?
Did I offend you? Is this your revenge? No, not at all. I just want to talk. If you promise not to resort to violence, I'll do whatever you want.
At what point has Dorothea shown violent tendencies?
Vern, I've just been worried about you, that's all. When I said I was your friend, you ran away, saying something about your father. Remember?
That was a while ago.
Vaguely? I know you've lived through some bad times. If you could tell me about it, maybe I could help?
Caring is caring.
Oh, I don't know. Please. Your father's not here now. Whatever it is, you're safe to tell me. All right.
So she'll say the same thing as in the...
never to befriend a commoner.
Oh. Yeah, don't lower yourself to their level.
They said commoners are scum, and that they'd crush any that tried to come near me. Hang on.
Ow.
Scum? They called me... I mean, commoners. They called us scum? Yeah. But once, a long time ago, I did secretly make friends with one. A boy. When my father found out about him, he disappeared the very next day.
They disappeared him? Wow.
I heard he was found beaten half to death. I never saw him again.
Okay, so not quite disappeared him, but they sent a very strong message.
Since then, I've been terrified of making friends with anyone. Commoners especially.
Oh, that can make sense.
I never knew that kind of thing really happened. You hear stories, sure, but... Oh, Byrne, I'm so sorry.
Explains a lot.
I'm proud to be your commoner friend. Dorothea! Hey now, relax. There's nothing to bawl about. If your dad tried to beat me up, I'd return the favor and then some. Return the favor? When I was in the opera, you better believe I had run-ins with the most wicked, terrible men. I survived kidnappings, attempted murders, all kinds of stuff. But you know what?
You got some security to stop that from happening?
I broke those guys' arms. Snap! It was a thank you for all the trouble they went through trying to hurt me.
In fairness, she can use magic.
You're incredible, Dorothea. So, now that you know I can defend myself, can we be friends, Byrne? All right. Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Nice. Alright, cool. So we've also got the guys not in the Black Eagle's house, because obviously we've done paralogs and auxiliary battles with them, so we've got Felix and Sylvain.
Hey Felix, you free? You don't look very busy. Let's go find some girls to chat with.
Chat with them by yourself. You're interrupting my training.
Hey, come on. Don't talk like that. How long have we known each other?
Don't know. You gonna tell us?
Long enough, if you ask me. We only know each other because of our parents' friendship. I didn't have a say in it.
Ooh, yeah, that's gonna be a tricky situation. When your mum and dads are friends with people, you don't necessarily need to be friends with their kids.
Is that how it went? Huh. I remember it more like you always following me around. Whenever there was something wrong, like you lost to your brother, or you fought with Dimitri, you'd come crying to me. You were so meek and pure back then. Cute even. Like a baby brother.
Wow, that is not the picture we get of Felix now.
That's enough.
What?
I said that's enough!
Hey, sorry. I just came to see if you wanted to pick up some girls. I didn't mean to get on your nerves.
Look, you've been getting on my nerves for years.
Ow.
I've tried to be patient with you, but I'm tired of holding my tongue.
Pent-up rage bit.
You're reckless in your personal affairs and in battle, and you're always prattling on about women.
Well, if a man sees a pretty girl, he can't just let her pass by without commenting. That's just rude.
You're insatiable.
Oh, that's not how that works.
Do you ever stop? Certainly not to practice your sword technique. You always skip training, and you never consider how your actions hurt others, or how you hold them back.
That's never my intention. Come on, you know me better than that. I'm not really... Look, if that's the impression I've given you, then I'm sorry.
At least he said the words. Like, that's an important first step, because if someone's refusing to say I'm sorry, then that can, you know, stop stuff from progressing. Alright, Felix and Annette.
Today's dinner is steak and then a cake that's yummy yum. Now it's time to fill my tummy tummy tum.
Sounds like Annette would make great friends with Raphael.
Oh, this mountain of sweets and treats that I long to eat. Oh, stacks of steaks and cakes and crumbs and yums.
And of course Mercedes.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
A little bit, you
Felix,
are.
you weren't listening, were you?
Mm-hmm.
I heard enough to know that you're hungry.
No, I mean, well, yes. At least tell me you didn't see the dance.
You have nice footwork.
We lost to Dorothea.
Get something to eat. I can take over watering the plants.
You're evil, Felix!
Just stare at each other for a bit.
And you're shouting.
You can't just spy on people while they're singing without even saying anything. It's not right.
I actually did call out that I was coming in. It's not my fault you didn't hear.
I suppose we didn't actually see or hear whatever was before her singing, so yeah.
Well, you need to speak louder then. Oh, this is so embarrassing. And of course I was singing some silly food song I made up. I should have been singing about bears or swamp beasties.
As if that's any better.
I didn't realize there were songs about bears and swamp beasties. That food song seemed to be close to your heart. Your stomach isn't far from your heart, after all.
Oh, you are the worst!
Bye.
Huh. What was that about?
That was a bit weird.
I'd better water these plants. Wouldn't want them to get thirsty, or they might start singing too.
Okay, that's an interesting one. Alright, Ash and Ingrid.
Hi there, Ash. Here to do some reading as well, I take it?
He's lost in a book.
Ash?
Huh, Ingrid, you gave me a start. How long have you been standing there?
Not too long. Apologies for startling you. Must be a great book for you to be so deeply engrossed in it. What has you so captivated?
Oh, it's quite an old book. One of the really old legends of Fargus.
It recalls a boy named Harry Potter.
Aha! It must be the Sword of Kaifon then, yes?
Oh, so you know it.
Oh yes. I know it quite well. I read it often as a child. In fact, I read it so much that my personal copy fell apart. I brought it everywhere with me. I adore that book. The tale of the warrior Kaifon, whose devotion and loyalty enabled his best friend Lug to become king. He went to great lengths to see things through.
Exactly. I love the image of him charging forward into the fray, ready to take on any obstacle in the name of his king.
Indeed, he was the very picture of the perfect knight. In my opinion, the best chapter is right around the middle of the book.
Don't say that, he might not have got there.
The part about the war of the eagle
Okay.
and lion? That's my favorite part. In a flash, Kaifon's sword flew from its scabbard. The knight parried the assassin's blade mere inches from the spine of his king.
Kaifon's blade hummed like the wind, slashing the enemy's throat. In mere moments, their forces lay vanquished, decimated by his mighty blows. I can recite the entirety of it if you like.
That is pretty dedicated to know exactly say the right words in the middle of a book.
I never grow weary of that tale. The pinnacle of knighthood, with all its struggles and glory.
I know just what you mean. I never get tired of it. Some people laugh at me for reading these old tales, but I'll never outgrow them. I'm glad to find someone who shares my enthusiasm.
I'm glad of it as well.
Yeah.
Tell me, what other books do you enjoy, Ash?
Well, the first one I ever read was Lug and the Maiden of Wind.
Ah, you have fantastic taste. That story is another favorite. The final chapter makes me tear up every time.
I know. When I first read it, I just couldn't get that ending out of my head.
It seems we have much in common. I look forward to chatting again sometime.
I'd love to. Yes, let's.
Because I think reading books is mentioned as one of Ash's interests, but I'm not sure it's actually mentioned for Ingrid. Let's have a quick look at it. Oh, I can't check here. No, never mind. We'll check in a minute to see what Ingrid's interests are. Alright, Sylvain and Leonie.
Well, hello there, gorgeous. You're looking lovely today. Join me on a stroll around town?
Get lost.
Aw, is a sweet girl like you doing all this hard work by yourself? That's no good. Allow me to help.
Are you stalking her? Is Leonie stalking Ferdinand?
Oh, hey, Leonie. Sorry, but I'm kind of in a hurry right now.
Hey, get back here!
I never actually realized how close their hair colors are either.
Whoa, no need to yell. Do you need something?
You chat up all the girls like that, don't you?
What a terrible thing to say. I see a girl, I figure it would be rude just to pass her by without at least a wink, or a nice word.
At least it's consistent.
But you knew that, so I'm going to get going now. See you, Leonie.
Wait, now hold on! How come it's not rude for you to just pass me by?
Because I'm not interested in you.
Me? Pass who now?
Look at me! I'm a girl, you know.
Oh.
Oh, I see. A girl. You're a girl. Huh.
It's the hair, isn't it?
Sorry. I know it's true in theory, but it looks like my brain just didn't want to accept it.
Mm-hmm.
But you're correct. You are a beautiful girl in your own right. Yes, that is a statement with which I agree. I am ever so terribly sorry for being so rude, my lady. How can I ever make this up to you?
And she's going to say, I don't actually want the attention.
Yeah, hang on, back up. Don't get the wrong idea.
Yeah, there we go.
Seriously, I feel just dreadful about how I acted. This is the first time I've done anything like this. It's shocking that I'm capable of such low behavior. Even if you are a somewhat crude, spirited girl, that doesn't excuse my...
Ooh, the charm's just oozing.
What did you just call me?
Rude.
Right, of course. I'm sorry. I can't believe I was so thoughtless.
Hey! Acting pitiful won't get you anywhere.
What did you want to achieve out of this,
I
lady?
won't just forget about this, you know.
Okay. Seems like you should not have been involved if you didn't want the attention, but whatever. Alright, Lorenz and Raphael.
Meat is the best! Veggies and fish are great too, but there's nothing like a good cut of meat.
May I join you?
Hey, Lawrence! You here to eat? It looks like you barely grabbed anything.
Please, this amount will suffice for me. There's no need to compare our portions.
Lorenz is a bit of a twig.
No wonder you're so skinny. My little sis eats more than you. Come on, have some of mine. You need it more than I do.
You offer me half-eaten scraps? The nerve! With manners like that, even a nobleman would be an absolute disgrace. Have you no dignity?
You're pretty
No.
touchy, huh? It's probably just because you're hungry.
Raphael, please, do you mind? I cannot enjoy the simple pleasure of a meal in these conditions.
Why can't you enjoy your meal? You don't like what's on the menu? You wait here. I'll go to the kitchen and find something tastier for you.
They do change their menu every week.
That won't be necessary. Please, just let me eat. In peace.
And we got
Hello.
Yan Yan here. Hello, Yan Yan. Hi. How's it going? Thanks for joining the stream.
I don't think you get it, Lawrence. Nothing goes with a meal better than good company. If leading the Alliance is your goal, you should really try eating with other people first.
I'm afraid I failed to see the connection between leadership and dining.
If you want to be a leader, you have to know how to get along with different types of people, right?
Very true.
If you really want to get to know someone, all you have to do is share a meal with them.
And see if they eat with their fingers or not.
Quite the contrary, unfortunately. It seems the more time I spend eating with you, the less likely we are to become friends.
The more you eat with someone, the more you learn about them. Their likes, their dislikes. You know, you might get some of their food that way too. You can eat more and bulk up.
I mean, in this universe, eating with people does build support, so he's not
All
wrong.
that talking made me hungry again. I'm gonna go get seconds.
What an absolute bother.
Bother.
But I suppose he does have a point about observations of character at the dinner table.
Bother. Okay, level C. We've got Shamir and Leonie.
Why am I so off? Yesterday wasn't like this. Some days I just can't seem to hit anything.
Your mind, body, and technique are not synchronized. Find harmony between the three.
Very spiritual.
You lack experience. You'll improve if you practice.
Now that you mention it, Shamir, how come I've never seen you train?
Because you never see
Do you
it.
keep odd hours? Or are you just so good that you don't even need it anymore?
I am always training. Look here.
Always in the
A
mind.
dagger.
Watch.
Wow,
Bullseye.
nice throw. That was a long one. But does throwing knives at pillars really count as shooting practice?
Look closely.
Is that a centipede? You pierced it clean in half. How did you even see that?
I train everything. Eyes, speed, accuracy. Watch as the bird flies. Feel the wind. Recognize the distance between objects. Not all training requires a weapon. Integrate training into your daily routine.
That's my secret, Leonie. I'm always
A
training.
daily routine, huh? Well, that's great advice. Thanks. I'll do my best.
Very good. Just be cautious.
Always one. Okay, so we have all of our support done. Are any more? Nope. Yeah, I'm pretty sure out of everyone in the houses, I've recruited everyone I can. I never got the option to do it with Hilda. Or at least I haven't yet. Maybe it'll happen later, I don't know. And yeah, I don't know if it's ever going to happen with Setith and Rhea. Because I'm pretty sure I'm locked out of her extra supports now. Because when I was playing off stream, I decided to try and see if I could give her some gifts, and I could, but it said that I had missed the opportunity to upgrade her support level. So yeah, I guess that's gonna be for another playthrough. Rhea's kind of hot, not gonna lie. Yeah, you know what? She is. It's weird because she gets obscured by her costume and clothing a lot, but yeah, she's, you know, well, basically there's no ugly people in this Fire Emblem game other than like Kostas. So that's kind of, yeah, there's kind of a general level of attractiveness, I would say. And I'm just checking for inventory and stuff, but I think everything's good. So we should make a save in a new save file. And we should head off to the mission. Alright, mission: Conflict in the Holy Tomb. Your house ventures into the Holy Tomb to receive a revelation from the goddess. In that hidden place deep beneath Garegg Mach, that's shocking truth. Deploy. Save in the same place. And we'll see if we get a cutscene. Conflict in the Holy Tomb. White Clouds, Chapter 11, Throne of Knowledge.
Are you surprised, Professor? This is the Holy Tomb.
Very green.
To think that there was such a vast space beneath the monastery all this time. It's hard to imagine that any of these enormous contraptions are of this world.
Yan says, I don't have school tomorrow because election day, so I can stay home and play Spoon. Speaking of which, and a little cool cat face. Really? I didn't realize you got a day off for election days.
This is where the goddess who created this world was laid to rest, along with her children. It is said that our creator,
it's a throne.
the goddess Sothis, sat upon this very throne.
She did. She has been like the whole time. So she's been down here the whole time?
Professor,
I thought she was in our head.
Do you recognize this throne?
Ooh, that could be an interesting question. I do? I do. Yes.
So
Yes,
long.
there we go.
I have waited so very long for this day. Sit upon the throne. I have no doubt you will be gifted a revelation from the goddess.
Okay. But we've already merged with her, so we're not going to hear anything.
Well, it was supposed to be but a step away. What could possibly be missing?
Sothis?
Stop right there.
Wait, what?
Don't move, any of you. If you move, your lives will be forfeit.
Who are you? Metodi?
Thank you ever so much for guiding us this far. The Imperial Army will now take possession of everything in the Holy Tomb.
Okay.
What's the Imperial Army doing here?
What indeed?
Wait, does he work for the Flame Emperor?
So the Flame Emperor is connected to the Empire. I never thought that possible.
I mean, we've kind of figured out it's Edelgard, so...
Edelgard? Did you know about this?
Is this gonna be it? Is this the...
Yes. In fact, I gave the order. I am the Flame Emperor.
Well, there we go.
I guess that's the end of play at school, Lady Edelgard. I mean, Your Majesty.
See, that wouldn't be your majesty if we hadn't done the Imperial Succession.
Get to work, everyone. The crest stones belong to us now. And take those filthy bones, too.
Filthy bone. Little grave robbers, alright.
Insolence! You will atone for the sin of trampling on this holy resting place. Professor, destroy these villainous traitors who dare dishonor our creator.
Oh.
Wait, what's the meaning of this, Edelgard?
Yeah, sorry, Rhea.
You made use of us? Why?
Yeah, I imagine everyone's feeling quite betrayed at this
I'm
point.
sorry, my teacher. I cut this path, and now I must follow it. My friends, I ask that all of you stay back. It is not my intention to fight you. By order of the Adrestian Emperor, Edelgard von Hresvelg, I command you to collect the crest stones. If anyone attempts to stop us, kill them.
Woo. So, Metodi has come out of nowhere. I would have thought it would be Monica, but obviously we've already been through the whole thing with Monica actually being Kronya and those who slither in the dark. Which is still very unclear how those who slither in the dark actually tie in with Edelgard, because they seem to be not part of the Empire, but working with the Flame Emperor, so... What? Wait, what? Oh, whoa, huh? Hang on. Am I actually... Am I fighting Edelgard? I am! She is Flame Emperor. The Flame Emperor who has been revealed as Edelgard. It remains unclear why she's chosen such a title. She's an armored unit. Got 10 speed. Only got a steel axe. No combat arts. She's got Raging Flames as a battalion. What skills does she have? Same. Charm is the Lord exclusive skill. Axe Fair, of course. So, nullifies instant death. Reduces damage from gambits. Counterattacks regardless of distance. Conceal strength. Conceal magic. Huh. Okay. And we've got Metodi here with a Venom Edge. Now, he's an assassin, so he's got 30 speed. That's going to be tricky to deal with. We've got Empire Raiders. So what do they do? Absorption. Recovers HP equal to 50% of damage dealt. Then he's also got Heartseeker, so minus 20 Void, Swordfare, Lock Touch, Stealth, Poison Strike, Points. Oh. Okay. Hang on, where's Hubert? Let's see, can we get Hubert, where are you? Don't tell me Hubert's not actually on Edelgard's side, because that makes no sense whatsoever. Okay, he doesn't seem to be here. Let's skim through again, but it looks like Hubert's not in the battle. Yeah. Okay, that's weird, but alright. So, droppable vulnerary. Anything else? Got some beasts. What do they have? Creststone shards, 10 speed. Yeah, they're not too bad. Oh? Oh, nothing worth stealing or anything. Just the vulnerary. Yan says, I have no idea what's going on in the story, but I'm just going to try and understand it as best as I can. Yeah, to be fair, it's gone very well. I don't know about, like, tits up, but it's changed quite a lot. Yeah, Hubert's just not selectable. That's fortunate, but whatever. Okay, so in terms of combat units then, we've got Dorothea's going to be a dancer, Petra, Linhart, Ingrid, Manuela, Felix. We should probably have Bernadetta for Stride. Is there anyone else I want to take? Maybe Mercedes? How many healers have I got? I've got 3 healers. Yeah, I've got 3 healers, so I don't need to worry about that. I suppose Shamir would be a good option as a sniper. How many physical units got? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 1, 2, 3. I should take another magic unit. And if that's the case, take Lysithea. Seeing as she's got excellent magic. Not great speed, but otherwise pretty good. That. And what we'll do is we will make Mercedes a adjutant of someone. Probably make it for Ingrid. Yeah. Felix will give you, I don't know, who's close to leveling up their class? Can't see on the screen, can you? Well, I guess we'll just give Felix Shamir. Then give someone like Bernadetta. Ferdinand, maybe? Yeah, why not? That'll do. Yanyan says, I also forgot to draw Halloween-themed fan art, and now I feel bad. Hey, don't feel bad about that, you know? Fan art is great, but it's never required, you know? You can always do it a little bit later, you know? Doesn't bother us at all whatsoever. Alright, let's have Pure Water on Lysithea. Got Speed Ring, got Goddess Ring, Healing Staff, March Ring, Staff, Magic Staff. Yep, vulneraries on everyone apart from myself, but we should have enough healers. I think we're good. Let's have a look at that. Kind of surrounded on all sides. And stride's not great. So... well, I think we should have frontline units be Felix. So, Felix, you're gonna go here. And maybe Petra or Bernie? I think maybe... I think I'll do it with... I could do it with Ingrid actually. Who's got high speed and strength? Oh, Petra easily. We'll do it with Petra then. So we've got Dancer, Healer, Attacker. 2 healers. Yep, okay. I think this is all good. Let's zoom out a little bit. What's it? So the thing is to defeat the enemy commander. Okay, that makes sense. Got Beast as well. And last but not least, let's check what signs everyone's got. So we've got Assault Troop there, Disturbance, Impregnable Wall, which could be handy if we have to, you know, get into risky situations. Assault Troop, Disturbance, Onslaught, Blessing, Ride, and Resonant. Alright. Yeah, I think that's good. I guess we'll make a save here. I'm pretty sure at this point, I've already done the Imperial Succession, so whatever route split, if there is a route split, has happened by now. So, yeah, let's get going, shall we?